it's a tricky one because that means we have to learn from our mistakes. What we do at Western Governors is a series of COEs, meaning correction of errors. So whenever a major mistake was made, whenever we have an outage, whenever we have a big failure of sorts, we go through a process called a correction of errors, which means we're documenting what the errors were, and we're filing this away so that we know and we learn from our mistakes. We're not learning from them because we're putting it in a file somewhere. We're learning from them because we asked what we call the 5 whys, right? Which is, why did this happen? Well, because A, B, and C. All right, why did A, B, and C happen? Because A, B, and C. Why did this happen? So you keep going down further and further until you get to the point, the actual root cause of the problem. Again, it is helpful because we can file it away and we know later what happened, but it's also extremely helpful because the people who made the mistake, which is all of us, I make them daily, um, they get to go through the exercising and they get to realize what went wrong. So it's a good question. If it is a matter of trust, and if someone makes a mistake, owns their mistake, I think from a business owner's perspective, let's put it this way. If I'm your product manager and I screwed up your product and then I try to hide it, you later find out I made the mistake, obviously, because your product is not working the way you want it, right? You know I screwed up and I'm trying to hide it. You're probably less likely to trust me with your next product than if I screwed it up and I come to you and I say I screwed it up, and here is how I'm going to fix it. Here's how I'm going to correct it. So what I'm trying to say, it's a matter of trust. The own your mistakes portion is an exercise that builds trust with your stakeholders. You will not like it either way. You will not like it whether I make the mistake and then try to hide it because your product isn't working properly. You will not like it if I make the mistake and come to you and tell you I made the mistake. But those are the only 2 options. And one helps build trust, whereas the other one it helps build suspicion, if nothing else. So it is the better of the 2. I have a 6-year-old daughter, and it's easy, she's in that age where she's trying to, let's say, face it, lie, right? Kids start lying at that age, and it is very easy to see when she tries to hide something, and then I know what signs to look for to know whether she's telling me the truth or not. So between the 2 options, don't get me wrong, best to not make a mistake, but not possible. You will probably trust me more if I make the mistake and come to you because I'm building trust with you than make the mistake and try to hide it. Does that make sense? There's no perfect answer there. There's no perfect way to go about it. And I do think it's very important to study why the mistake was made. In our case, like I said, we do the COE, correction of errors, which includes the 5 whys, where we get to the bottom of why the mistake happened. But there are multiple approaches out there that can be taken to get to the bottom of this.